I am a messy person and I also have OCD. Yes, that is possible, and I am actually far more concerned about the ingredients in cleaning products than the dirt. For a while that is what my OCD revolved around, synthetic chemicals. It affected everything, especially my diet. I reached a point where I was barely eating anything as I was so concerned about what was in my food. I learned about artificial coloring, flavoring, and preservatives, cut, food grown with pesticides, cut, genetic modification, cut, irradiation, cut, fluoride, cut, BPA in packaging, cut. They are all valid concerns, but eventually I had to ask myself whether I was actually doing more damage not eating than I would be doing eating something not up to my standards. I was diagnosed with an eating disorder called orthorexia nervosa, which is when, ironically, healthy eating becomes unhealthy. It's exactly like anorexia, except it's not calories, or the quantity of our food, we're concerned about. It's the quality of our food. Its purity. Some people say orthorexia nervosa is just a modern form of OCD. The threat of germs has been replaced with the threat of man-made pollutants. I'll tell you some other ways OCD affects me. I am known as the customer who disappears into the change room and never returns. I will spend over an hour in there trying clothes on over and over. I can't make a decision about what to buy. The sun is setting outside and I become hazy. I haven't eaten and I need to leave, but I can't stop. Sometimes I have to just buy them all for the sake of getting out of the store. If I have to make a decision, the other option will weigh on my mind even once I leave the store. Over the years I've accumulated so much shit I've needed a second chest of drawers. Even having moved bags of clothes under the house, I still struggle to shut the doors of my wardrobe. I just needed to keep my options open, but my options are anything but open now as I can't find anything I want. All the chaos in my head has been turned inside out. My room looks exactly like I feel inside and they continue to feed off each other. The other day I realized that when I die, which could be within the next few years the way I'm going, all of this shit will mean nothing. What has all this amounted to? Nothing. Just like my life. The stupidest thing is I have all these clothes which I never actually wear, as I hardly ever go out and just sit in my PJs all day. My OCD affects everything. There is not just one thing I am OCD about. It affects every project I begin. I cannot stop until it is perfect, until it is complete. But of course with OCD nothing is ever good enough. It is an itch that must be scratched. I won't stop even if it's ruining my health, even if it means not eating, even if it means sitting up all night in front of the computer fucking up my circadian rhythm and getting screen burn from the computer. You have no idea how many times I've tweaked these videos. How many days I've spent sitting by the computer watching bars load from 1 to 100%. I remember all this starting during the final years of school. I studied compulsively. I studied at recess and lunch. I studied on the bus. I studied on school excursions. I studied the minute I got home. There was this real urgency to it. But even now that I've graduated, the pressure is still there in my mind. This sense of urgency has never left me, like a scar or a bad taste. I still sit on the laptop all day even though I have no essays I have to write. As I continue my futile pursuits, maybe I should ask myself the question, what is this burning need for completion all about? What is it really that I'm trying to complete? What exactly in my life needs closure? And what is it really that I can't let go?